Good morning to all of you. Welcome to the pre-lecture series on the electrical engineering. Here now we are going to discuss the lecture number 3.3 that is called commutation in DC machine. Commutation in DC machines. The term commutation that is basically is used to convert AC to DC or DC to AC. AC to DC basically we are using in terms of generator, and DC to AC we are using in terms of the motor. Here we are starting with the generator action. So what we have learned in the previous classes, we have learned that any armature coil is rotated in a constant magnetic field, then there will be induced EMF in the conductors, and as a result this induced EMF generates a current called induced current or load current like this fashion, and as per the Fleming right hand rule, the dot and cross are generated in these respective coils. This is having cross, cross, this is cross, this is cross, 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 and cross. This is basically dot, 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 dot. So the conductors which is under the influence of north having a cross, the conductor which are under the influence of south having a dot, and the conductor which is at q axis, that is called q axis, this conductor and this conductor, there is no induced EMF, no current, neither dot or not the cross. So what we have learned that let us suppose this is conductor A, this is conductor A dash. If the conductor passing from this axis to this axis, that means if the conductor passing from this brush axis, then it will change their respective polarity. Here the conductor A is having cross. Whenever if it is moving and the conductor comes under the influence of south, then it is dot. This is A having dot. So this is the commutation. This happens in the coil, and we are getting the DC part. So the commutation means the current reversal. We are basically the reverse the current. The direction of current is reversed when it is passing through the brush axis. This is called brush axis. It can be easily understood by seeing this kind of the diagram, that like this fashion. Let us suppose there we are having the 16 coils, these 16 segments. So we know that the number of segments should be equals to the number of commutating coils. So we are having 16 coils are there, and there are 32 conductors. It's our example. Take in a different phase. Okay. If I put the coils in this fashion, so they are basically like this fashion. I think we are putting the coil like this. Clear. Like this. Like this. This is the commutator segments, and these are the coils which is having the coil 1, this is coil 1, this is coil 2, this is coil 3, coil 4, coil 5, like this. There are 16 coils. So just to name the coils for the sake of explanation. This is coil 1, this is coil 2, this is coil 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So 16 segments, 16 coil, and each coil having conductor 1 and conductor 2, 32 conductors. Let us, if we are put, this is a 10 ampere current is flowing in this load, the load is connected and it is moving in the external prime mover, and it is 10 is leaving, so 10. How this 10 ampere will flow? This 10 ampere will flow like this fashion, it is moving, it is having 10 ampere, and this is divided in two parts, it is 5 ampere and it is basically 5 ampere. This 5 ampere is basically like this is 5 ampere, this is 5, this is 5, but here we see that there is no path for this current. Here we can see that this 5 ampere having no path because there is no brush is connected. So this 5 ampere will move towards this, like this, like this, like this. It is moving like this. It is moving. The 5 ampere is moving. This 5 ampere like this. It is moving. It is moving. It is moving. It is moving. When it comes to this part, so there is a path for this 5 ampere. Similarly, at this section, this 5 ampere is basically like this. It is like this is 5 ampere. This is again 5. This is also 5. This is also 5. This is also 5. This is also 5. Then also 5. When it comes to the commutator segment 11, there is a path for this 5 ampere to going toward like this. So it becomes 10. So we have seen that if I just making a bisector of it like this fashion, these conductors 1 to 8 are basically having a current in this direction, and the current is moving from this, from the 9 to 16 having like this direction. So let us suppose this is under the influence of north and this is under the influence of south. These all conductors are cross. All conductors are basically experiencing a cross here. This is cross, 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 and this is basically dot, 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 dot. If I just elaborate this like this fashion for the sake of explanation, then we can say that the windings are basically placed like this fashion. And it is connected to this for making it closed. This 10 ampere is divided into two parts. This is 10 ampere, this is 5, and this is basically 5. This is also 5, this is 5, this is 5, this is 5, this is 5. It is moving like this. This is 5. And when it comes to this coil, there is a path for the current to leave. Similarly, this 5 is going to like this fashion. This is 5. It is coming from back side to the front back, and it is moving 5. This is 5. This is 5. This is 5. This is 5. And it is again going towards the left. So we can say that these conductors, the conductor basically moving like this fashion, and the 8 conductors having a cross and another conductor having a dot. So there is a change in current whenever the conductor passes this brush axis. This is the concept. This is the brush axis. So this phenomenon can be explained by some taking this small part. We are just taking this small section like this for the sake of explanation. Like this. Suppose that I am taking this. Suppose this is the conductor 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a coil is placed in this fashion, and brush is basically like this. Let us suppose this commutator segment is moving. This is one case. After some time, this is the position of the commutator segment. This is the brush. Here, 10 ampere current is flowing. After some time, the brush is having this position like this fashion, and the windings are basically like this. Similarly, after some time, the coil occupied this position. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, and like this. So it is for the sake of explanation, I am just basically focusing on this area. What will happen whenever this commutator segment with the coil is moving in the anti-clockwise direction, and what will happen to this coil? We are observing this coil X. So we are taking the X as a coil. But now the 10 ampere current is moving, and it can be divided into like this fashion. This is the 5 ampere. This is basically the 5 ampere, and it is moving like this. Whenever the coil is the brush is between the the commutator segment, then this 10 ampere basically divided into this 5 ampere and divided into this basically the 5 ampere. So here we can get the 5 ampere. Here we can also get the 5 ampere. At all we are getting the 0 ampere. Similarly, if I just making it a 10 ampere current like this, then we can say that the current is going to be like this, and here we are getting the minus 5 ampere. So what will happen? What is the understanding of it? The understanding is very simple. Whenever the current is flowing in this 3 commutator segment, it is moving like this fashion, and it is divided into 2 parts, 5 and 5, and the direction of current in the conductor X is 5. Whenever the brush is between the 2 commutator axes, then we can say that the current will be divided into 2 parts, 5 ampere and the 5 ampere, the current is 0. And here we can say that this is the end of the, at the end we can, when the brush is on the axis number 4, then the current is basically reverses. So the current having a cross, current is 0 and current is having dot. The concept of this, if the current is flowing in the conductors after crossing from the brush axis, it's having a minus 5 ampere. It becomes dot. Similarly, we have understand in this fashion, like this is X conductor is there, A is the conductor having cross is there. Whenever it passes across the brush axis, then it becomes dot. Similarly, if the dot is there, when it passes from the axis of this brush, then it becomes cross. This is called the axis commutation, where we are just reversing the current. So it is, we are calling it before commutation. Before commutation. Here we are during commutation, and it is after commutation. This is the basic concept regarding the commutation process, that the current is flowing in the one coil. When it is crosses the brush axis, then the direction of the current in the coil should be reversed. That we have to understand. But practically it is not possible. We are 100% we are reversing this to current. Practically it is not possible. The practical thing is that unfortunately there are 2 to 3% of the current will be there, and which will be responsible for the commutation failure in the DC machines, that we have to understand in the next class. So the next class we will discuss about the commutation failure, and the how we can mitigate this problem by using some interpoles or some other kind of the binding connections and like this, so we can easily overcome. But in today's lecture we will discuss about how the current in the coil is reverses during the commutation of the process, how we can easily obtain this plus 2 minus 5 ampere like this. So thank you. In the next class we will discuss about the failure of commutation.